Hi guys, how are you doing? So, okay, today's pick a card reading is what am I not seeing in love? So in your love life, what is it that you're missing? So I'm excited about this reading because I think it's going to be good. I really do. I get a good feeling about it. So they're going to give us some good information, I feel. So please bear in mind, I read the cards intuitively, so the meanings won't necessarily be the ones you're expecting. If it doesn't vibe with you, just, don't worry about it. Let it go. It's, it's intuitive. If you feel an intuitive message, listen to your intuition above all else. Yeah, so I think that's all I want to say about that. Please join the Facebook group, Soul Sister Vibes, positive vibes, sharing love and support and whatever for each other. Please join us on there. You can check the description box below. I will be going on there and chatting to you guys, and I'm probably going to go live and maybe do some live readings and stuff like that. So we'll see. But yeah, and also if you'd like your own reading, it's £20 for 20 minutes and you get your reading in 24 hours. Okay guys, so let's get on with today's reading. 4 options again. Everybody likes the 4 options, but I like to mix it up. Hi number ones, how are you doing? So what are you not seeing in love? Oh, okay. Okay, right, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So what you're not seeing in love is that, so I kind of try to always keep everybody in mind. So these readings are for any gender, any type of relationship, committed, straight, gay, flirtation. I try to make it hopefully that it's open for people who are single but maybe have a crush on someone, so I try to keep them open for everybody and any situation. Okay, I feel like what you're missing in your, so what I'm trying to say is please put your own slight interpretation on it, because I try to go middle line on this so that it can apply to everyone. So you're going to have to tweak it. If you're already in a relationship, you're going to have to tweak it a bit more that way. And if you're just, got a crush on someone who you work with, you're going to have to tweak it a bit that direction, if that makes sense. Your soulmate is already in your life and you don't see it. It's probably someone you're friends with. And it is in love, because obviously we can have soulmates that are not romantic, but it's like, what am I not seeing in my love life? Yeah, the person, a potential, because I don't believe that this doesn't mean that one person. That's not, there is someone potentially who you could have a long-term and happy soulmate relationship with, a deep, spiritual, really good, committed relationship with. But it's probably someone you're friends with and you're not seeing it, because they're showing me this 9 of Swords with the person with their head in their hands. That's not what the meaning of the card is, but they're saying, you're not seeing it. You've got your head in your hands, you're covering your eyes. You're actually already victorious and you don't realize it. The 6 of Wands. You've been through the battle, you've come out the other side. You don't realize it yet. Because you've had a problem with either a pattern or a person that comes in and out of your life. You've had a pattern with partners who are very up and down, very erratic, very all over the place. They come into your life, they give you a load of, oh, I love you and all of that, really full on, and then they disappear, or then they don't back it up with action. So they're kind of all over the shop. And you've had an issue with a person like this, or a pattern of people who are like this, who promise you the world and don't give you anything and let you down a lot, and they're very up and down, or they get, they love, hate, and it's all over the place. And to some extent you're still kind of worrying about this pattern. What you don't realize is it's over. That pattern's over. That situation, you can walk away from it. I don't mean this person has gone forever. I feel like a lot of you, this person or this pattern, not if it's a pattern. If it's a pattern, you've broken the pattern. If it's a person, this person will try to return, because they always do. But you won't be interested because you are victorious. You've moved on from that pattern. You know, you don't want it anymore. And even if you think you do, when it gets offered, you'll be like, meh, maybe not. Okay? So you are victorious, and the person that's waiting for you is right there. So have a look around you. Thank you so much, number ones. Love you so much, and I'll see you on tomorrow's reading or on a private reading in the meantime. Hi, number twos. How are you doing? I hope you're really well. So, what are you not seeing in love? Okay, we've got give your relationship a chance, a new dawn, strength, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. What you're not seeing is that if you're in a relationship, or you have had a relationship with someone recently and it's gone wrong, you're in a period of separation, you're not talking, there's a difficulty, there is a chance for this. Work on your partnership. There is a chance here. For those of you who are single or who are together, I will try and just give it a little bit of a different explanation in a minute. But for those of you who are in a period of separation or non-contact or whatever, there's a chance for a new opportunity. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Okay? You don't realise that actually it's not all lost. And I feel for some of you who've chosen number two, you're perhaps the one saying, I don't want to try this again. I don't want to give this person another chance. Now, obviously, if this person has, some of you are watching this saying, yeah, and I wouldn't give this person another chance because they've done really awful things to me. Obviously, that's, you know, I'm not passing a judgment on that. And I'm not telling you to go into a relationship with someone who is, you know, really destructive. Clearly that would not be my advice whatsoever. What I'm saying is if it's just a regular breakup or a regular period of separation and, you know, there's going to be an opportunity to heal this, to have those conversations, and you don't necessarily realise that that's an option. Here we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is, you know, a new start. Prosperity. It's the coins, so it's generally speaking traditionally about money, but obviously in a love relationship and a love reading it's not necessarily, although it could be an influx of money or abundance, and that may have been the thing that was causing the issue. So maybe this person has now got a job or now got themselves financially sorted. If finances were a problem, then that is going to be resolved. So for some of you, that's the message you need to hear. What you're not seeing in love is there's going to be an opportunity financially, and if your issues were around finances, that will be alleviated, relieved, you know, that it won't be a problem anymore. Okay, so I feel like for the majority of you who've picked number two, you are in that sort of broken up stage, or you never actually got quite to the chance of it becoming something. But what you're not seeing is that you are strong and you have got a lot of love to offer. I feel like you're not seeing your own strengths, your own worth, your own depth of emotion. There's something about you maybe being hard on yourself. You're maybe blaming yourself for the relationship breakdown. You know, and what they're saying is you need to, what you don't realize is you need to connect with this inner strength, excuse me, and this strong loving emotion again. So I feel like for some of you, you are the one that is kind of angry about the situation and that you don't want to give it another chance, or you feel fed up with it at the moment, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not saying you haven't done anything wrong at all. Often our anger is totally, you know, justified, if you like, in inverted commas, but you know what they're saying is you need to connect with who and what you really are, which is your inner core strengths, your inner self, and that loving, emotional, open nature. It doesn't mean you go in and let people take advantage of you. Of course not, because I can feel some of you saying, well, you know, I'm not going to let them hurt me again. But you don't need to do that. You just need to be who you really are, because there is something is going to be offered to you. So if some of what I've said hasn't vibed with you, this is a bit of a bitty reading. I feel like different people, you may resonate with everything I've said in number 2, or you may only resonate with a part of it. I feel like it's quite a mixed bag of people watching this part of the reading, and so you may only resonate with one aspect, but it's because you only need to hear that one piece of information. Something is being offered. There's going to be a new offering. It could be around finances, it could be around something material, or it could just be a new start in a relationship. But I do feel like one of the problems in this relationship, or one of the problems you've had with a relationship or in love, is that there wasn't enough abundance, money. There was a lack in the material realm somehow, somewhere, and that has been rectified. It could even be, I know it sounds silly, it could even be something like you live a distance apart and you needed a car to be able to see each other, or you needed to have enough money to be able to travel to see each other, and this is going to happen, if that makes sense. For those of you who are in a relationship, and what you're not seeing is that there's a period. It's almost like if you're in a relationship, you've got into a bit of a rut, things have felt a little bit have become a little bit distant, a little bit detached. And what they're saying is there is going to be this Ace of Pentacles, a new dawn. There is going to be a new offering. But in order to really connect with that, you do need to get into that core self. You need to be the Strength card, which is that inner wisdom, that inner power. You need to connect with it. And you need to be very open emotionally, because if you're not open, you need to make that first step in being open in order to give the relationship a chance to go into this new phase. All right, if you're not in a relationship at all and you're just like looking around, you're maybe looking for that next person, you kind of, I feel like if you've picked number 2 and you're in that sort of situation, you feel like there's no options around you. You feel like it's not going to happen. There's nothing there. What you have to do is, it's a little bit similar to the other, the relationship and the sort of separation explanations, in that you need to just be this person. You need to be really open, really loving, and really strong, and show who you really are everywhere you go in the world. Just be your true self. Be your true, strong, loving self, because there is something, there is a relationship on offer somewhere. It's coming. There is a new dawn on the way. But if you're not in this place, that person will not see you and you will not see them. All right? Thank you, number 2. Sorry it was a little bit bitty. Sometimes it is. Okay, guys. Love you so much. Please like and subscribe. Hi, number 3s. How are you doing? I hope you're really good. Right, so what am I not seeing in love? Right. What are you not seeing in love? Just excuse me while I shut the window because someone's shouting outside. Sorry about that. What am I not seeing? There's definitely a need for you to motivate yourself to take some sort of action. For some of you who've chosen number 3, you may have shut down, because the High Priestess card, it can be silence, not speaking, not talking. For some of you, it's you're not being intuitive. There's something you've shut down. You've shut down your intuition, or you've literally shut down. You're not talking to this person if you've got someone in mind. If you haven't, don't worry, we'll come to you. We'll talk about all options. But there's some way you've shut down, and I feel like some of you are kind of a bit stuck, because we've got self-employment. This doesn't literally mean self-employment in this way. For me, self-employment is like a symbol for employing yourself in the situation, getting yourself moving. You know, you making yourself taking action. And then we've got the Seven of Coins, which is this like reflective stage. It's like an opportunity to kind of reflect, think about where you're going, decide on the next direction. What I feel like is, though, that this is, from an intuitive point of view, this feels like you're kind of not moving. So what you're not seeing is that you need to take some sort of action. You need to take some sort of step. If you think, well, I don't know what that step is, Kat, what are you talking about? It's because you're not being intuitive. You are actually in a really good position. You know, this is the Nine of Coins. This is about your opportunity to harvest materially. You know, it's like, this is your time to go and get what you want. And you're probably saying to me, but Kat, there isn't any opportunity to get what I want. There's no opportunity. What are you talking about? You know, it's not me, it's them. Right, if that's the case, I feel like too much rumination, too much reflection, too much thinking. Even though this is coins, it's very earthy. And this person, look, they are thinking. Too much thinking. What you've got to do is act, employ yourself, you know, act, take some sort of action. But it's got to be intuitive action, okay? Because there is something, what you want is on offer to you somehow, somewhere. And I know that some of you are going to be irritated with me, so sorry, because you're going to feel like, well, no, it's not me, it's them. There isn't anything on offer. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? That's really a whole different question. And it could be the answer is yes. But actually, do you know what? There is something, but you've got to open up as well. Some of you have literally shut down. Some of you, you're in a situation with a person and you are just absolutely dead set on not speaking, on not listening, on, you know, you are ruminating on the issue and you don't want to take the action. Do you know what? You've got to open up. You've got to open up, because actually you can get you can harvest from this situation. You can feel you are in an abundant situation. So what you're thinking that you want in love, whatever stage you're at, that next step is actually available to you, but you can't see it because you've shut down or you're not being intuitive. One or the other of those things. They're saying that for a lot of you, if you've shut down with your partner, or your ex-partner, or the person that you were kind of in a relationship with, and or whatever, and it's not working, you know, whether you're with the person or not, if you've got a person in mind, if you shut down, the way back in is playfulness. You know, do something fun together. Try to approach it from a light-hearted point of view rather than going in all heavy and having a heavy conversation. Approach it with a playful attitude, okay? To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, okay? So to come at it from a more playful point of view. If you are single or you have a crush on someone and you feel like you just you know you can't connect with them and you're not getting anything back from them, and you really feel like this person could be for you, or you're single and you haven't got you haven't got anyone in mind, and you're thinking, well, you know, why am I not getting anywhere? Be more playful. Come at it from a fun perspective. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you actually can reap the rewards. There's someone there watching you in a nice way, not in a creepy way. Someone watching you, someone who you would want, someone that you would appreciate and have a great relationship with. There's someone there for you, but you've got to be playful, you've got to be fun, you've got to be enjoy, because then you will be able to connect with them, and you will give this situation an opportunity. That's how to access your intuition, because when you're in fun, when you're in joy, this playful nature naturally takes you to your intuitive state of love and light, and then you will reap the rewards of this abundance. Thank you so much, number threes. Please like and subscribe. See you tomorrow. Oh, number fours. Hi there. How are you doing? Right, so what are you not seeing in love? Reconciliation, break free, the Fool, Four of Swords, Three of Coins, Well, there's an obvious one here. Reconciliation. What you're not seeing is that someone is trying to come back into your life, will try to come back into your life. That if you've recently broken up with someone, this can be reconciled. If you're totally single, don't worry about this. We'll get to you. We'll get to it. Don't worry. But for a lot of you, this is about a reconciliation. If you feel like you're single and that's not the case, you know, that's definitely not for you, then that's fine. You know, it's not for everybody. Remember, it is general, but for a lot of you, this is going to be someone coming back into your life. You or I feel like this is more this person. I feel like you have been potentially in a relationship with someone or wanting someone who's either been in another relationship, so you've been waiting to see if they will stay in that relationship, or they have been caught up in their own dramas, in their own issues, with work or whatever. Something, they've broken free. And that's why you're going to get a reconciliation, because they've broken free from their issue or their problem. Okay? So that's really, really positive. And you can't see that yet. I feel like this person, if this describes a person, I feel like for most of you who've chosen number 4, you're in a period of separation and you're thinking about a particular person and thinking, well, why is this not coming back together? What am I not seeing? If that's the case, I'll quickly explain that. Then I'll explain it if that's not the case for you. This person had been working on themselves. The 3 of Coins, using your talents really and skills in order to bring about something fantastic and abundance and all that. They've been working on their situation and themselves, and they've been reflecting and reconnecting, you know, and processing all of their old situations. So it's possible this is like breaking up with a previous partner, because we've also got the Fool, a new beginning, a new opportunity, a fresh start, you know, taking a leap of faith. So what you can't see, if you have someone in mind and you are in a period of separation, or you've not been together yet and they have been in another relationship, for some of you, what you don't see is that they have been working on themselves and they have broken free from that relationship, and it is possible for some sort of reconciliation. For those of you who are single, what you don't see potentially is that there's some sort of, for some of you, there's someone at work that is there and kind of a potential for you. There's a potential with someone at work, because I often get this card when the love interest is at work. So just watch out for that. I feel like if you're single, you need to consider breaking free from your old patterns, the type of people you generally go for, and take a leap of faith and a fresh start with somebody different. You know, I feel like you're going to have to maybe, you know, take a bit of a break from the situation. I feel like in order to break free from your old patterns, you are going to have to give yourself a little bit of time. Okay, but I do feel like if you're single, and you definitely don't want to reconcile with an old partner, and that's definitely not for you, you're going to have to take a leap of faith and try something completely new. This person could be at work, but you are going to have to think it through. You know, you are going to have to kind of give yourself time to get your head around it. That's how I see this card here for you. If you're already in a relationship, what I really feel is going on here is that you need to kind of, what you're not seeing in the situation is that you can take it up to the next level. So I feel like reconciliation, it's more about gathering things together, taking things to the next level, Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. It's like breaking free of the norm, of the old, the tried and tested. You know, it's going to that next phase. And it really is about working on the situation, you know, coming together, collaborating with each other, using your talents, you know, maybe doing something together, doing a hobby together, doing something together. You know, and also giving that situation time. But there is definitely something about a new pursuit or a new hobby or a new situation. That's what you're not seeing in love, that you need something that you can share, that you can collaborate on, that breaks you free of the old tried and tested, and it brings you back together emotionally. All right, number 4s, I hope this was helpful to you. So much love to you, and I will see you tomorrow.